Was God's Torah written down on scrolls during the tabernacle period? I think that this is a decent question. Whether or not it was written down on scrolls or not, that is hard. I don't think we'll ever be able to know that. Suzerain vassal treaties. So it's very possible that Moses was actually writing down the Torah on some kind of parchment or something like that. They also used stones to write down things like the suzerain vassal treaties. When we think of the 10 words, the 10 commandments, what we think of is this picture of, Moses with these two huge tablets, like in the, like in the olden movies, he's got these two huge tablets that he comes down and then he breaks them over his head, and he's like this bodybuilder because he can lift these stones. And the truth is that there is actually evidence that these stones were probably a real small. And it wasn't like 5 were written on one side and 5 were written on the other. They were probably duplicate copies. And the reason why is because the suzerain would keep one, and then there was one for everyone to see. Or the vassal would keep one. I'm sorry, the vassal would keep one, or the vassal and the suzerain would both keep one. Anyway, the point is that there was 2. It was duplicate copies. And so we see this actually, one was put into the Ark of the Covenant, right? Hence, Ark of the Covenant. And then the other one, we're not sure, but they had a scroll in the temple that people could go and check. It was the litmus test, right? And this was later on, obviously. So what was Moses writing on? We don't know. It seems as though he's obviously writing things down. So, and God writes the 10 words down. So certainly they had written copies or written ledgers of what is being said. Rob? On this specific question?
Yeah, we don't know. I don't know. I always envisioned both tablets being in the Ark. But in any event, we are trained to think of 5 on one, 5 on the other.
Right.
But the Bible, with that, I agree. I don't think there's anywhere in the Bible that says 5 on one, 5 on another. But yeah, when it comes to the 5 books of Moses, I would assume. I'm just left to assume that they were written on parchment, on leather. That was, a technology. Not a lot of people, all archaeologically, we don't have any texts that are that old. All the oldest fragments from ancient Israel are, ostraca, pottery shards and ink on stone. We have ink on stone or pottery, or we do have the little silver amulet, that has part of the priestly blessing on it. But we don't have, so there you have metal, people, scratching out on metal, but the scriptures don't tell us, that it was on leather specifically. I'm sure it wasn't on, it wasn't baked clay, like in Mesopotamia. It wasn't like that. And I'm sure it wasn't papyrus like it was in Egypt, because even though they would have been exposed to papyrus writing technology in Egypt, we have very, very old papyrus from ancient Egypt. It needs to be carefully preserved, So anyway, leather scrolls to me makes the most sense, but again, that's just a guess.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Tell us your thoughts on this subject by leaving a comment in the comment section. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and enable those notifications. And we'll see you in the next video.